Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh. Welcome back to another episode of Voice of Youth. Today I'm going to keep going with these kind of one-on-one talks that we're having, and I want to touch on a little thing about just believing in yourself in a sense, but also just making use of the time you have. Continuing on with this kind of inspirational, just kind of philosophical kind of talks that we kind of do with these episodes now. One thing that I kind of experienced recently, or had someone bring up to me, was a young student, Sikh boy, who went to a different school. And they shared how they didn't enjoy that school, like going to the new school and everything. And I'm not going to specify on like the experiences as them as a Sikh or anything like that in that situation, because it wasn't something we delved too deep into. Not only like am I going to talk to you as youth, as Sikhs, I also want to talk to the youth out there, or just share opinions in a general sense, because as much as you may go to school and you may experience racism, or like I would say I haven't experienced racism in a while, but there have been the odd time here and there. But in school, during my later years of school, I started to experience less and less racism. I was definitely in the earlier years that I experienced it quite a bit. And I don't know what the school situations are like nowadays, but I've definitely heard cases here and there where racism still occurs. So with this itself, I want to talk about how you can take whatever opportunity you get and kind of yes, you'll have some hard times, and you can't mold those into being good and great times or things that you always necessarily enjoy. But what you can do is try to make use of the time you have. So whatever opportunities you get, you're only going to get them if you put the time aside to go and get those opportunities. I would put time aside and force myself to be like, okay, I'm going to go and do this today. I'll see if this person's free and go do this, that, stuff like that. But in a school situation, going to a new school, or not knowing many people there, or possibly any bullying that goes on, or just any feelings of loneliness or anything like that, it can make it really hard for you, or just for someone to kind of find that rhythm, find that drive to make use of the time that you can have there. Yes, you can enjoy certain subjects and hate others. Yes, you can maybe talk to a few people during certain classes, or maybe they don't really talk to you during lunch or anything like that. But you can always try to push yourself, and I ask you to push yourself to kind of find things that you can always do, and eventually something will click. If nothing does, it's about trying to make sure that you make use of what you can get out of it. For anyone out there that you're struggling to find your place in school, whether you're experiencing some negativity from other students, try to branch out and find other avenues. Try to join different clubs, try to join different sports, or just find other things to do during recess and lunch, or go to the library, read a book, and maybe you can just find some joy in your own little personal time. And you don't have to necessarily always be doing something with someone. You don't always have to be proactive and productive as well. Sometimes just enjoy, doing something which other people might call lazy, other people might, think is, you can do something better with your time. Making use of the time you have doesn't always necessarily mean studying or having to be, for lack of a better description, just productive in a general sense. You can watch your favorite show. You can re-watch an episode. Or you can just doodle away with no, rhyme or reason or anything like that. You can reading comic books. I remember when I was younger, comics, reading that kind of stuff, all these nerdy kind of things people will hate on. But now if you read a comic, it's kind of like, oh yeah, MCU ties, all this kind of stuff going on. But you can find little things that you really kind of click with, and even if it's some personal thing, for you, if you enjoy reading, go do it. If you enjoy writing, just go do it. Enjoy drawing, go do it. If you want to go, I used to go with my mates during lunchtime and stuff like that, play Uno, play with a deck of cards and everything like that in the library. It's just fun moments like that, and you got to find your rhythm, essentially. So to anyone out there that is struggling in school or anything like that, try to find your rhythm, try to explore different avenues. It's always going to be scary. I remember when I first started playing hockey in high school. I haven't played in years now, but when I started playing hockey in high school, I felt so scared. I felt so nervous because I didn't know anyone else that was doing it. And then, I was like, I've never played hockey before, all this kind of stuff. I ended up enjoying playing hockey. I did it for a good few years and stuff. I didn't end up, being close friends with anyone that was really on the hockey team, but I still enjoyed my time there. You don't necessarily need to be having the best time of your life with every single aspect of what you do. If you start playing, soccer, with all the other students from your year level during the break or something. You don't have to know everyone. Get a good few hits in and, you know, enjoy what you get out of it. So that's what I like to say. I like to end this kind of thing here. Keep it nice and short, because otherwise I'll just be repeating myself and going on. So try to find something that you can really click with. Try to find something that can be your rhythm. Try to find something that you can at least get a little bit of joy out of. It doesn't have to be the greatest thing you've ever experienced, but it can be something personal to you, something small, something that just makes you feel a bit more comfortable with where you're at. But yeah, if you do want to know anything that I've personally done to kind of get through, you know, times where I'm like, oh, I don't really click in here, or I'm trying to find something to get through, just message me. You reach out to any of you. You say, you know, not necessarily Sikhs. Ask your parents, ask friends, ask anyone, because one thing you got to always remember is that almost everyone else is, you know, feeling similar thoughts to you, or has felt it, or maybe may feel it in the future. And you know, it's nothing to be scared of to kind of think like that. So do what you feel comfortable with, and let's go from there. So thank you. Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh.